Hi everyone, this is Julie Gooden, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to save photos off of Facebook or your camera roll on your phone so that you are better able to make collages and graphics on your own. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share with my iPad so that you can watch what I'm doing. A lot of these apps that we get online for the App Store aren't available for your computer, but they're available for your mobile devices like your iPad and your iPhone. Therefore, I can't really show you on the computer. So this is the screen to my iPad. I have a folder that has a lot of my graphic apps that I use in it. So give me a second to get to it. All right. So the most popular one that I use is Word Swag. And if I'm making a collage, typically for a rank advancement, I will use Pic Collage. I'm going to go over that later. And the reason is because when I'm switching between apps, the screen share kind of crashes on me. So it's too hard to do too many things at once on this video. So right now we're just going to work on making a graphic and saving a picture off of Facebook to use in that graphic. So before I go, there's a couple different things. You can do Word Swag with just a background. Now, it could be a picture you've already taken. For instance, if you have a great selfie that you took, or you took a picture of your friend that's already on your phone or your iPad, you can use that. Or they're going to have some backgrounds and nice graphics that you can use, or photos that you can use as background for whatever you want your graphic to be for. Or you can just take the picture right here by clicking the camera sign. So I'm trying to click and I need to be on my iPad. So if you go in and hit the picture button down at the bottom, you have the option to go into your camera roll up here, or pick one of these lovely photos that they have already offered for you. So let's just pretend we're making a team call today. And I kind of like the coffee and paper clips because it gives a very official, sophisticated piece to that. Okay, so you double tap the section it tells you to in order to change your text. A little X at the top right gets rid of all of your text, which is typically what we want. So I can go down to classics. They have already built-in sayings that are in here. I have to admit that I have never really used these, but you're more than welcome to. I'm typically always using a custom. So I'm going to say team call, and I can hit enter here, but this little toggle, I'll show you with my mouse right here, this is auto line breaks on, means that WordSwag, the app, is actually going to determine where it ends and begins for the next line. Sometimes that matters and sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on what message you're getting across. So if you are trying to do a date and a time and you want them on different lines, then you're going to want to take this off and then hit your enter all by yourself. I have no idea why my text switched. So I'll show you the difference between. Apparently it's saying thank you in French. I'm not really sure how that's happening. So team call. I'm going to hit enter for the sake of my own sanity. Let's see, 7:30 p.m. Let's say May 22nd. I have no idea what day that is of the week. 2016. Okay, now I'm going to click Save and Close. There you go. Now at the bottom here is a slew of different graphics and fonts and banners, whatever, that you can use. As you get further down over here, there's usually some that are locked, but apparently I don't have any of mine that are locked right now. You can pick, let's just pick this one. It says Fresh Brewed Swag. It's all in white. We can't see it. It's not going to work. So we want to go to the color pinwheel in the middle. It's this right here. And here you can pick a gajillion different, it's an official word, different colors. So now the whole thing is big. But what if we just don't like the way that looks? Because we'd like May 22nd, 2016 to be all in one line so it looks fluid. Well, we could try, hit the A style here, we can go down to the dice. Within that style, this dice will kind of randomly combine different pieces in that style. We can hit that a couple times. No, that didn't do it for me. That's not too bad, except now my call is on the same line. Yeah, see, I just decide maybe I don't like this. Well, if you decide this is your favorite font right here, this is the one you want, go back and double click on your text to get back into it. Take the auto line breaks off. Oh my gosh, it disappeared. I have to say this is a fluky part of the app. It doesn't usually do that. So we're going to rewrite it. I'm actually hitting enter, but hitting enter now because I have the auto breaks off will actually make this a separate line. 7:30 p.m. May, I think we said 22nd. Friends. And then we're going to save and close it. Okay, that looks a lot better. We can also just pick, what if we want the whole banner across the middle? Sometimes you can do that on just a plain background that you could have picked earlier. That's kind of fun, but that's too big. So how are we going to make it smaller? You're going to put your thumb and your pointer finger on each corner, doesn't matter which two opposite corners, on the screen, and you're going to push them together. A lot like you zoom in on your iPhone, you're going to do the same thing on your iPad or your iPhone to move this around. So we'll just leave it right there. If you decide you want to do more, like let's say we're going to have Jen Hawkins on our call. So let's do done. It's on my camera roll as is. So if you want to use that as your every team call graphic, that is saved just like that. And then you can go back to add logo and watermark right down here, and it will ask you add text or image, and we're going to add text. You I'm just going to move it. I just grabbed it with my finger and pulled it down. We're going to double click it, and we're going to say Jen Hawkins, I don't know, let's just say live. Okay, then we're going to save and close it. Okay, that's too small. Sorry, Jen. Too small a print. So we're going to go look for something more interesting. Remember, I can make it bigger, but I still think that's boring. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I'm hitting the dice now in the same style just to see what else I can get. Ooh, I like that. So I'm going to go that, but in fact, I'm going to keep it pink because that's, I don't know, we're pink. So now I can go to done. And it's now saved to my camera roll, which is how I can upload it back and forth to Facebook, to an email. You can send that as a message in Facebook or as a text. It's great to have this stuff everywhere. So let's make a new one and decide that we want to do it off a picture. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if it will let me. Bear with me, I might have to screen share again. Sometimes it cuts off. We're going to go to Facebook. This is my profile page. Well, it was my profile page. Now it's my profile page. I'm going to pull, say, a picture of myself because I'm doing an event. And I'm not going to make anybody else have their picture all over this video. View profile picture is what I clicked. Hold down your finger on the picture, and these are your options. And this goes for any picture that you see on Facebook. You first have to click on it so it gets large in your iPad or your phone, and then you hold your finger over it and you have these options. So I'm going to save the photo, and then I'm going to get out of Facebook because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to go back to my Word Swag. I'm going to pick from the camera roll up here in the right corner, and it's going to show me everything I've been downloading. And there it is. I can square crop it, but I typically don't. And then I can change my, let's see, how about join my team? Join my team. So I can make that any which way I want. can make it smaller, I can make it bigger. I can do the same thing. I can hit done, and then I can go back and add a watermark or a logo. It's now on my camera roll just like that, but I can go back and make a second copy, but have added additional text. So there's my duplication. I can say, I love about Plexus. I love Plexus, but I can't do two of the same thing because I just don't like that very much. So I love Plexus, and I can hit the roll of the dice down here in that same style to see if I like something. I like it okay, but maybe in purple. Nope, let's match what I have on, just for grins. Okay. So I love Plexus. We'll just stick it up in the corner of my head. No, this isn't something you really want to do, but. So now it's done again. And if I go into my photos, the bottom here on my iPad looks the same on your phone. I can see the one I just made. I told you it wouldn't like it. So I did that one. Trying to think of another thing to show you. I'm going to see if it's going to let me do a collage. No, it's not. So anyhow, that is the best way that you can save pictures off of Facebook, and you can make individual graphics. I will do, hopefully soon, another video on how to make the collages, or using Rhonna is another one. Rhonna is really good. Let me see if it will let me do it. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it right now. The Rhonna app, and see if it will let me show you that. Let's see. This is the Rhonna Designs app, and it's also a very popular one used. This one's best when you already have the picture that you want and you want to put something on top of the picture. So a lot of times I won't use this until my collage is, or my graphic is pretty much done, and then I will add this to layer on top and make it more interesting. So I'm going to click picture and take the picture we just did. No, that's the one we did. There we go. So you get to pick your size down here. I'm just going to go with the original that's already here, but you can make it like kind of like a picture size. You can turn it sideways, but it doesn't do really well with what I already put on it. Then you hit the blue check mark at the top, and of course it stops. So hold on a second. Imperfect technology. There is a little wheel at the top. It's like a pinwheel. Click the pinwheel, and you get all these options to put over the top of your picture. And inside these are a bunch of more things. So if you do let's do Living the Dream, because aren't we all? You have all of these colors and these sayings that you can put on top. I can make it gray. And then I can move it around. I can put 2 fingers on it and make it bigger. I'm sorry, you just drag the big circle to make it bigger and smaller. And as I have on that circle, I can move my finger in a circle, and it will move the graphic in a circle. Let's see. What if I don't like it? I can hit that arrow at the very top up here, and I can undo whatever I just did. Except it doesn't like me to do that while I'm screen sharing, so apologies. So Rhonna is really good once you have your picture done, or you can do a graphic with just their sayings and pick a background. A lot of times, one of the things that I do, bear with me a second because I'm going to go to Safari, is I will open Safari. Oh, and you can see what I was downloading. And we'll say life or be amazing. Let's just do that. and I'm going to hit images right here when I have my idea, and it's going to populate a ton of options. When you find one you like I kind of like the I dare you, I'm a little competitive. So I'm going to click the be amazing, I dare you. Once you have it large like this, hold your finger down on it and your option to save goes there. So now when you're in Rhonna or when you're in any of the apps, I didn't discuss Pic Collage yet, or Word Swag, this will be on your camera roll. And this is how we pull when someone goes silver, for instance, we do cute little graphics with silver, and you will see a lot of very interesting versions of silver. And what I like about it is you can use them as backgrounds, you can use them as part of a collage, but same thing. I kind of like something like this. I just think it's really pretty. So I hold my finger down and the option is to save it. So then when I'm in Word Swag, or if I'm in Pic Collage, or if you're in Rhonna, you can choose your own pictures off of your camera roll, and these are going to be on it, in case you're wondering how that works. So I hope this was helpful. If there's pieces that are confusing, will you please let me know so maybe I can redo it and make it a little more user-friendly for you. Or if there is additions to this that you'd like to know, then let me know and I'll record those as well. So I hope you have a great day and enjoy your Monday.